Have you ever watched a girl choose someone else and wondered what he had that you didn't? Are you tired of getting ghosted, left unread, or thrown into the friend zone? I've been there hundreds of times, and I've learned these lessons the hard way so you don't have to. If you're struggling with girls, it's likely due to one of these 5 reasons, and any one of them could hurt your game, so you better pay attention. Most guys don't get this. It's not about looks, money, or genetics. Delay giving the payout. You're likely doing things that kill attraction before it starts, and you don't even realize it. Ever feel like being the good guy just makes you invisible? Let's be real, being nice isn't the issue. Being a pushover is. Women want kindness, but they also want strength. Someone who's gentle with them but fierce with the world. Agreeing with everything she says, never challenging her and always saying yes? That's not sweet, it's spineless. It shows you lack backbone, standards, and self-respect. Think about it, would you respect someone who never stood up for themselves? Someone who bent over backwards for your approval? Of course not, and neither will she. Women test men constantly. Not because they're mean, but because they need to know you can handle the pressure. When she says something bold, she's testing if you'll think for yourself. When she flakes last minute, she's not testing patience. She's testing your standards. This might surprise you. A University of New Mexico study found women are drawn to caring men, but only when they're also assertive. Kindness without strength signals low status and makes you feel like you can't lead or protect. The nice guy thinks he's being respectful by never disagreeing, but what he's actually doing is being boring. Conflict creates chemistry. Tension creates attraction. When you're too agreeable, you eliminate both. Grab a piece of paper and list 3 things from this week that drained you or made you feel small. Then write 3 things that lit you up or pushed you to grow. Now choose one to say no to and replace it with one that fuels you. Confidence isn't just about presence, it's about protecting your energy. Ever been left unseen after texting back something polite but totally forgettable? Let me paint you a picture. You text, "Hey, how's your day?" She sends a paragraph about work drama. You reply, "That sounds tough, hope tomorrow's better." Then, silence. Forever. What happened? You were nice, supportive, and understanding, but you were also completely forgettable. Women don't want just nice, they want to feel something. If it feels like a job interview, you're not flirting. You're just her emotional support. Here's what boring guys do. They play it safe, same questions, no teasing, no edge. Afraid to say the wrong thing. They never say anything memorable. Attraction isn't logical, it's emotional. If you don't make her feel something, she won't feel anything for you. Behavioral psychologist Vanessa Van Edwards says unpredictability is a major attractor. It triggers dopamine and keeps people engaged. When your responses are too predictable, their brain gets bored and looks elsewhere. The guys who effortlessly attract women aren't always the smartest or most successful. They create emotional experiences, they tease, challenge, play, and keep her guessing. Write down 3 texts you recently sent a girl. Did they spark curiosity or emotion? Rewrite each with a playful twist, teasing, mystery, or cliffhanger. Do this for a week. Before hitting send, ask, would I be excited to reply to this? The goal is to be memorable, not nice. Have you ever felt the urge to double text her, check if she's seen your story, or overthink every single move you make? Here's the thing about desperation. It's a vibe. Worse than bad cologne. Women feel it when you seek approval instead of owning your worth. It leaks through your energy, text, and body language. The more you chase, the more she runs. The more you need her to like you, the more she doesn't. It's like trying to catch a cat. The harder you try, the more it avoids you. Desperate guys do desperate things. They reply instantly, are always available, say yes to last-minute plans, and pour out unearned compliments. Like she's doing them a favor just by existing. Here's what desperation really says. I have no options, no standards, and no life outside of trying to impress you. That's not attractive, it's a turnoff. Women want to feel chosen, not like they're the only option. Desperation doesn't say I want you, it says I need anyone, and that kills attraction. Here's a mind-blowing fact. Neuroscientist Dr. Robert Sapolsky found that uncertainty is more addictive than reward. The anticipation hits harder than the prize. But when you're too available, predictable, and eager, there's no chase, just boredom. Think about it. What's more valuable? Something you can get anytime, or something that's rare and hard to obtain? Your attention should be the prize, not a participation trophy. For the next 24 hours, stop initiating texts. No check-ins, no small talk. Just let others reach out first. Then reflect. Who actually messaged you? How did it feel not chasing? Most guys fill the silence out of fear, but that silence reveals who values you and helps you build confidence that doesn't rely on constant validation. Ever feel like you're just not hot enough, cool enough, or successful enough for the girls you want? Here's the brutal truth about insecurity. It's not about what you lack, it's about what you focus on. You could be a millionaire with abs and still repel women if you're constantly doubting yourself. Insecurity shows up in 1,000 ways. Apologizing for existing, seeking validation in every conversation, putting yourself down before anyone else can, always comparing yourself to other guys, second-guessing everything instead of trusting your gut. That's insecurity, and women feel it instantly. It shows in how you talk, move, and carry yourself. If you don't believe you're worth it, why would she? But here's what's crazy. Confidence isn't about being flawless. It's about owning your flaws without apology. The most attractive guys aren't perfect. They're just real, secure, and unapologetically themselves. A study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that confidence, even when faked, is more attractive than physical appearance and first impressions. Your belief in yourself is more powerful than your actual qualities. Insecure guys think they need to be perfect to deserve love. But perfect is boring, intimidating, and fake. Women don't want perfect. They want real, confident authenticity. Each morning, look in the mirror and say one thing you genuinely like about yourself, out loud. It'll feel awkward at first, but that's the point. Confidence isn't something you wait for, it's something you build. Start with your words and your mindset will catch up. What's the one thing every woman is drawn to, even if they can't explain it? Direction, drive, ambition, purpose. If you don't stand for something, she won't feel anything. Women want to feel like they're joining your story, not writing it for you. They want to be the supporting actress in your movie, not the director. Guys without purpose are like ships without anchors. They drift wherever the current takes them. They have no goals, no passion, no mission. They're just existing. And existing isn't attractive. When a woman meets a man with purpose, she feels it right away. He's not out to impress, he already is. He doesn't seek validation, he gets it from his mission, his goals, his drive. Purpose gives you an edge. It gives you something to talk about besides her, reasons to be busy, to have boundaries, to say no. And all of that builds attraction. Dr. David Buss, a leading evolutionary psychologist, found that women are naturally drawn to men with ambition and future potential. It's not just about where you are now, it's about where you're going. Growth, purpose, and direction signal long-term value. You don't need to be a CEO or celebrity, you just need to be moving towards something meaningful. Fitness, business, art, helping others. A mission bigger than chasing girls. Set a 30-day goal. Fitness, side hustle, social skills, anything. Tell someone about it, then track your progress every day. The point isn't to be perfect, it's to build momentum. When you move with purpose, confidence shows, and that energy, it draws people in. Attraction dies when you're too nice, too boring, too desperate, too insecure, or lack purpose. These aren't quirks, they're silent killers. But the second you set boundaries, lead with confidence, create tension, and move with purpose, everything shifts. Want to go from chasing to being chased? Check out our next video, how to make women obsessed with you. And drop a comment. What's one mistake you realized you've been making? If this hit home, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. You're one change away from a completely different reality.